All right, we're working with our joiners. We do have a mixture of companies here. I got the U-bolts from Accu-Tie Rail Systems, and then they came with the nuts, so I got the U-bolts and the nuts, and then we're working with Midwest Scale Rails actual joiners here. They are interchangeable, so we're good to go there. Just be aware that if you're gonna use these U-bolts, you gotta be right on with the distance between your two holes. If you're using just single nuts and bolts, you might have a little bit of wiggle room to work with. Regardless, I would say either way you want to get it pretty good. So here's what we're doing. We made a jig for everything. We got our piece of rail here. We put it on its side and we have it buttoned up against our first jig there. Everything's locked down nice and tight. We even got it locked down here. We make our first hole. We are not doing elongated holes. We don't have that option. And then we pull that out, slide her down, and we got hole number 2.
Well, if you reach for the stars, you just might catch one. And if you try real hard, what you start will get done. And if you trust in yourself, others will trust in you.
All right, so here's what we did for the rail joiners. We went ahead and just drilled oversized holes here, but we were very careful on where we drilled them vertically because you got to be really careful. Well, let me say this, as long as you have some proper joiners with the right holes and you've drilled your holes in the right places, you just want to make sure that your joiner sits in there real nicely and not crooked up high, for example, or down low. I did do that the first couple of times because I tried drilling by hand with a drill, and then that's when I called up my dad and said, hey, we got to use your drill press. We got to figure something out. So if you have proper joiners, you can do larger diameter holes and you'll still get your movement for expansion and contraction, but you won't have to worry about it going up and down with the other rail. You don't have to worry about it moving vertically.
And if you believe in yourself.
Great, so there are our rail joiners. Once again, we don't have any ups or downs there because we have the proper joiner here. The only thing that we had to fabricate ourselves were the holes, and they're gonna be just fine. So we do have the movement. I can't do it one-handed, but I got it just loose enough to allow for movement in the heat and cold, expansion and contraction. So we're golden. That, and next we're gonna show you how we're gonna curve and bend our rail. Stay tuned.
The world will believe in you